participate in a twin bill against the Florence Freedom beginning at 5:05 for the Otters today. They're coming off of a 3-3 road stretch where they took 2 of 3 from Windy City before losing 2 of 3 to Traverse City, including a heartbreaker on Sunday where they lost by a final score of 2-1 in 12 innings. But overall, a solid trip to come away with a 500 record. Not too shabby, and right now, 15 games through the season, the squad has a record of 8-7, as they currently stand 2 games back in the Western Division, tied with the team that they play today, the Florence Freedom, at 8-7 as well. So it's been a good start to the season, and what has really been something that you've seen, Bill, that's been a positive for the team to start the year?
Well, I think they're getting pretty good defense out of the infield, and Toby Thomas has really solidified that shortstop position. And I listened to you describe one of those plays, which is unbelievable, in that road trip that you had. But anyway, and we've got a pretty good pitching so far. So, we'll have to see what happens the rest of the season. But so far, we've got the nucleus of a pretty good winning team.
Yeah, the pitching has really surprised me thus far. As after the opening weekend when I wasn't here, the pitching staff kind of imploded in those games. Before the past couple of weeks now, the starting pitching has been absolutely pristine, and one of those guys that's leading the staff now is Patrick McGuff, who gets the ball in game number 1. Last time at home for Patrick through a complete game shutout in normal in game 1 of a doubleheader last weekend. Now getting the ball today, 3-0 on the season, tied for the league lead in wins in the Frontier League, and he's just been absolutely fantastic this year.
Yes, and what I like, you just mentioned that the road trip was 3-3, but we lost the last game 2-1 in the 12th inning. And that with that crazy international rule of the runner being on second base. But anyway, to go from the first inning to the 12th and only give up 1 run, I thought the pitching was superb. And if it wasn't for that crazy rule, I think we'd still be playing.
Yeah, you mentioned the pitching for the Otters was supreme in that game. I actually talked to Luke Brenny earlier today. He went 6 innings in that game, only giving up 1 run. But talking to him, he said, I really battled through that start in the first inning. He didn't have his best stuff. He knew it, but he said, I knew for the guys in the dugout as well as the guys in the bullpen, I had to buckle down and give them some quality innings. So he was really able to do that. He said, I didn't have the kind of movement on the fastball that I liked, nor the control, but I knew I just had to really strap in and really see what I've got. And what he got was more than enough to keep the Otters in that ball game. Unfortunately, they did drop it in extra innings, like you mentioned. But today, a new day, a 3-game homestand before going on the road for the weekend. And for the Otters, they'll go up against a Florence squad that's been struggling as of late. They've lost 4 in a row, losers of 4 of their last 5. And it's a team that's kind of been very ambiguous this season. Offensively, at times they've been great, but one thing they do is they steal a lot of bases. They've stolen 28 on the season, and that's something that the Otters will have to deal with as Luis Valorio gets to start behind the plate today. How do you think the Otters haven't been bad, nor they haven't been good in terms of throwing runners out this season? What can they improve on to hold down the running game in this series?
Well, in the past, and of course I haven't seen it this year so far, but in the past what happened was our pitchers were letting the runners on first base get a big lead and actually take off to second before they ever even delivered the pitch, because they don't pay attention. They're like machines. In other words, they look once over the first base, then they look home, then they throw home. They don't look and go back and forth. In other words, the runner on first base, when you start studying the pitcher, you know when to steal. And I don't care if you got a Johnny Bench arm, you're not going to throw anybody out that has a big jump.
So with that, we'll take our first break here of the pregame show. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM. When we return, we'll have an interview with tomorrow's starting pitcher, Tyler Vale, so we'll talk to him. Stay with us here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Radio Network.
The Pizza Break Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Break Road goes to Tyroni's. Follow me down the Pizza Break Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Break Road. The Pizza Break Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UV students alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer, and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple. Treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEB 91.5 FM. I'm joined by the Otters starting pitcher for tomorrow's ball game, Tyler Vale. Tyler, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not doing too shabby. So you're coming into a start tomorrow. It could prove a little bit pivotal for you. You've struggled leading up to that start so far, but you've had showed flashes out on the mound where you've struck out about 5 or 6 guys in a row where you say, man, things could really change your fortunes going forward. How do you take that and move forward?
I think that's what makes the best players in baseball great is when they do good, they're consistent with it. So yeah, like you said, I do have flashes up there. I'm just trying to find where that comes from and trying to just stay in that mindset and with that rhythm, because that's about pitching. You got to get a good rhythm and you just got to stay with it.
So going back to your start, actually, your last start at home against Normal, you had a rough first inning allowing 4 runs, but after that you settled in to throw 5 more innings of 1-run baseball. What kind of transpired in the half inning before you came back out for the second where something might have clicked for you?
It was all mental, honestly. I kind of came in and I wasn't a very happy camper, which you would probably assume, but so I kind of said, there's no, I was going to keep the guys in the game, I didn't give us a good start, obviously, with 4 runs in the first inning, so I'm going to just keep them in the game, and, that's my job. It just give the team a chance to win, and I think I did a pretty good job with that.
So you're back here in Evansville after spending last year in affiliated ball. What's it like being back in Evansville, being the same team, but a whole different group of guys?
It definitely was a little different, to get used to, because I used to seeing Schultz and Josh Allen and all them. So, but this team's great. So, I don't know what Andy and the guys do to get the guys. We all click pretty well. So it's a lot of fun to be with this team.
Now, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, you were on the 2016 UP roster, correct?
Yep.
So do you draw any similarities between that roster and now?
Yeah. We're very good off the field with each other. We all go out to eat, and that's sort of the similarity with us in 2016. We kind of all did everything together, and that showed on the field with our performance.
How important is it for a team that, you guys play 96 games in just over 100 days? How important is it for you guys to play on the field as well as off?
Yeah, I think it might be a little more important off the field because you're with each other every day. Here we got a lot more off days than in affiliate ball, but I mean, if you don't click off the field, it's going to show on the field. So I'm very blessed to be on a team where we all get along. So
going into tomorrow's start, what are some things you're looking to focus on, possibly improve on?
Just get my fastball down the zone. I mean, I think that's where I got hurt because the team, the hitters get paid to hit. So, if I leave a ball up in the zone, they're going to hit it. So I think, just focus on less effort. I think when I get amped up, my ball gets up in the zone. So I think just less effort, calm down, and just go one batter at a time.
Well, best of luck tomorrow, Tyler.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll get to see a couple Otters wins over the weekend.
Hopefully, thank you.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEB 91.5 FM.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier-Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier-Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier-Press can be found online at courierpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier-Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Continuing the countdown to first pitch here at Bosse Field, as we'll take a look at the lineups today for both squads. Remember, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. For the Otters, top third of the lineup stays the same as from Sunday, as Ryan Long will lead off and play left field. Manny Cruz, who slotted into the second hole for the first time this past weekend, stays there. He'll bat second and play second. Toby Thomas, as always, at shortstop and batting third, followed by Jeff Gardner out in right field batting fourth. Travis Harrison will play third, bat fifth. And for the first time this year, Carlos Castro, who's been activated off the DL, will DH and bat sixth. Brandon Doolin at first base, he'll bat seventh. Luis Vilorio behind the plate, he'll do the catching. And Hunter Cullen batting ninth in center field in place of the now injured Zach Wells, who went on the DL earlier today. Talked to him earlier. He said he ended up pulling his groin at the end of the first game in Traverse City, trying to beat out the final ground ball of the game. Extended a little bit too far for the first base bag. Ended up pulling something down there, as he will be put on the DL on the 7-day disabled list. Hopefully, he'll have to spend the minimum time there before returning. But Cullen in center field, and instead, looking over to Florence, they'll line up like this. Brandon Pugh in left field, the leadoff hitter. Connor Crane in right field, he'll bat second. Jose Brizuela tied for the lead in RBIs, he'll bat third. Andre Mercurio out in center field, he's the cleanup hitter. Yvonne Burgess, the designated hitter, will bat fifth. Craig Lecrae will bat fifth, the designated hitter. Or rather, the first baseman, excuse me. Mike Morris, the third baseman, bat seventh, followed by Ryan Rinsky, the catcher, he'll bat eighth. And rounding out the lineup for the Florence Freedom, it is Austin Globrock, the shortstop, and on the mound for Florence this evening will be Cody Gray, the right-handed pitcher. And now, as we look back at the Otters lineup right now, a little bit of a change as Manny Cruz moves up to the second spot in the order. That happened over the weekend, but it'll continue here at home. What do you make of that kind of move, Bill?
Well, I'll tell you what, it might be a great move because really, Zach struck out an awful lot. And in a crucial situation, you've got to have a man that's making contact and, batting second to move that runner over, whether it be a bunt or hitting the opposite field, whatever may case. But Zach, in my opinion, struck out too many times. So give Cruz a chance to see what he can do.
And hopefully Zach will just be spending the minimum amount of time necessary on this disabled list. That's one of the things you lose with him out of the lineup is his defensive prowess out in center field. He's been fantastic out in center, getting some really great reads.
There's no doubt about that. He'll probably be missed in center. I'll say that because, again, he as you kept saying, and I've listened to you constantly on the radio when you're on the road, and you keep saying he takes a great read. He has a great read. And you're right, Zach did have a great read on any ball that was hit the outfield.
So hopefully Hunter Cullen in his stead will be able to provide that same kind of defensive output that Zach provided as Hunter slots into center field in bats ninth today. Luis Vilorio, who got the day off on Sunday, he's been swinging a hot bat as of late. It was actually the DH back on Sunday as Mike Rizzatello came in behind the plate. So Luis back behind the plate to catch Patrick McGuff, Luis has caught all of McGuff's games this season, so he'll continue doing so. Brandon Doolin will stay at first base as Caleb Eldridge once again relegated to the bench. He's been struggling mightily as of late over his last 8, punched out 4 times in his last ball game. How do you get a guy like Caleb, who we've seen he has 2 home runs in the season, how do you get him out of that kind of funk?
Well, I'll tell you what, this may sound crazy to you, but I'm not a fan of his. I think he strikes out too much, and he does hit the long ball, but rather, hey, what good is a long ball if you're going to hit 10 home runs in 300 times at bat? I'd rather have a little leaguer play first.
So how would you suggest getting Caleb out of the kind of funk that he's in? Just let him play out of it?
Well, I'll tell you what, my opinion, too many of these young batters spend more time in the batting cage where you're looking at a ball that's sitting on a tee or somebody's lobbing the ball to you. You get in so many bad habits of dipping your shoulder because you want to do. I'd say this, just stay away from batting practice for a couple days.
So the Otters are taking the field right now as we continue to count down to first pitch. We'll take one more break and be back with Otters baseball as you've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEB 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer & Kahn Otters Radio Network.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Jelnick up here in the press box at Bosse Field as the Otters are just about set to get ready for a twin bill against the Florence Freedom as after some rain, Tarp was on the field for most of the day today. The clouds have cleared. We got sunny skies overhead. The field is ready for play. And we're going to play too as the Otters take on the Florence Freedom in this Western Division matchup. They hand the ball to Patrick McGuff to begin this 3-game homestand against the Florence Freedom before heading out onto the road this weekend. Patrick making his 4th start of the year. He's been stellar this season, coming off of an 8-inning, 2-run performance at Windy City back on the 24th. That's 3-0 with a 0.85 ERA, 21 innings, 18 punch-outs on just 6 walks and 11 hits. But with under 1, he's been holding base runners off the bags, and even when they do get on, he's done a great job. What are you looking for out of Patrick today, Bill?
Well, I hope he's got good stuff. I'm just looking at his curveball and his slider, and so far, so-so. You know, although what they do in warm-ups is not what they do in the game. So let's hope that he's got command.
One thing I actually talked to Patrick about during his last bullpen is he mentioned that he doesn't actually throw his curveball too much in games, so what he does during warm-ups is he'll spin over a few, throw a slow one, and then in the back of the hitter's mind thinking, when am I going to see it? When am I going to see it?
Well, you know, Roger Clemens, who I think was one of the greatest pitchers I ever saw, had a curveball and a slider and a forkball, of course. But if he was pitching tonight, you got the forkball, the fastball, and the slider. The next time you see him, he gives you the curveball. So you never got the curve and the slider at the same time. So
So Patrick McGuff ready to deal the first pitch of the game to Brandon Pugh, hitting from the left side as he takes down and in, and we're underway at 5:06 p.m. here from Bosse Field. A little bit of a humid night as the wind blows right to left across the diamond. Sunny skies overhead. Travis Harrison playing in at the bag at third. McGuff into the line for 1-0. Hit high in the air down the right field line. First baseman dueling into foul ground, as is Gardner, and Gardner into the bullpen makes the catch. That ball hung up just long enough for him to trace over into the Otters bullpen and make the catch for the first out.
And you call that correctly. He glided over there, and he knew he had it in his back pocket all the time.
And I think, judging the way Pugh reacted at the plate, that he thought that ball was going to be well foul into the stands. I think the wind might have blown that one back into play, which is why Jeff kind of was able to glide over, didn't have to sprint to a spot. The ball kind of curved back to him.
Yeah, that good call. Good call. Good analysis.
As now Connor Green steps in from the right side. He takes a big break down the middle for strike one as McGuff jumps ahead. Around the diamond for the Otters this evening, Ryan Long in left, Hunter Cohen in center, Jeff Gardner in right. Left right on the diamond. Harrison at third, Thomas at short, Cruz at second as Green tries to lay down a bunt, but bunts it foul to the third base coach, Dennis Pelfrey. And quickly behind the count now is Frayne 0-2.
You know, I'm looking down at the third baseline, and that grass is so-so yet, and I thought maybe when the Otters were away, they might have placed some sod.
Might be a little soggy out there as McGuff winds and fires the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen as Crane was on the fastball. Count stays 0-2.
Well, the grass looks green just like the outfield, and if you remember, we started the season, and that grass looked terrible. That's the first time I've ever seen this field in the shape that it is in the last 20, 25 years.
McGuff's 0-2 once again. Down in the dirt, blocked by Valorio as Crane lays off 1-2. Connor, the right fielder for Florence, hitting .246 on the season, 2 home runs, 9 runs driven in.
Now, that's not to say Lance Adler, the groundskeeper, had anything, you know, he only can work with what he's got.
1-2 from McGuff. Swung on and missed is out in front of the changeup is Crane. It's the first strikeout of the game for McGuff. And there's 2 away here in the top half of the first inning.
Yeah, he had, 18 strikeouts and
21 innings so far this year.
Yeah, and 6 walks in 21 innings. That's not bad.
No, not a bad strikeout to walk ratio as well. Almost a strikeout an inning as well.
3-1.
Yeah. Just what you're looking for is McGuff will now deal to Jose Brizuela hitting from the left side. High black socks for him as he has a square stance in the box. McGuff's first pitch skips in for ball 1.
As you say, it's a beautiful day for baseball, and if you've got nothing to do, come on out and see the game. Buy yourself a good brat, a hamburger, and watch the Otters.
1-0 pitch. McGuff fires a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on the first baseman for the Freedom. Brizuela hitting just .222 on the season. 1-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, Brizuela lays off and he jumps ahead of the count 2-1. But despite hitting just .222, Brizuela is actually tied for the league lead in RBIs with 13 of them. So he's come through in the clutch when it matters.
That's what you're right. That's what counts.
McGuff down the count 2-1. Kicks his leg. The pitch just a bit low as he can't get the call. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now on Brizuela. 2 away. Top half of the first inning just getting started here from Bosse Field. McGuff's 3-1 delivery. Skied in the air in foul territory on the third base side. Harrison, the third baseman, giving chase in front of the wall. He'll go on to the warning track and make the catch, as he has just enough room to retire Brizuela in foul ground. 2 foul pop-ups for the Freedom in the frame, sandwiched in between a strikeout, and the Otters have a 1-2-3 inning to begin the ball game. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. It's the Freedom nothing, and the Otters coming to bat here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We're proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The University of Evansville's 9th Annual Honoring Women Veterans Conference is Saturday, June 16th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Ridgeway Center. There'll be informative presentations, a complimentary lunch, and free manicures, facials, massage, and prizes and more. It's a day of fun with fellow women veterans on the UE campus. Register by June 1st for this free event for women vets and current military. Go to evansville.edu/Veterans Affairs. Questions? Call Sherry at 812-488-2141.
The Tri-State Area Marathon Service Stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Scoreless top half of the first inning for Patrick McGuff will go to the bottom half of the frame as Cody Gray grabs the ball for Florence, the right-hander, 6'1", 220 pounds from Glendale, Arizona, making his fourth start of the year, fifth appearance. He's 2-1 with a 6 flat ERA, 18 innings, 17 strikeouts against 5 walks. He's allowed a hit an inning at 18 of them. So we'll deal to Ryan Long to begin the ball game. Otters top third of the order like this: Long, Cruz, and Thomas for the frame. And if anybody gets on, Jeff Gardner would have a shot. So the first pitch to Long here in the bottom of the first inning is roped down to right field on a line, sending Crane back. He'll watch it one hop the wall in right field. Around first, going to second is Long, and it's a leadoff double for the Otters leadoff man as the throw gets away, coming into third, and now Long will take third base on the error. As a wild throw back in from Crane allows Long to take third, and the Otters have a leadoff runner at third base to begin the ball game. Long was in no position to take third via a triple or anything like that. He had actually stopped at the second base bag, but when the throw from Crane came in and went by the second baseman all the way towards the third baseman who came off the bag to get it, Long dashed into third standing, and that will be a runner at third for Manny Cruz now, the 2-hole hitter, as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back, 0-1. Long at third, nobody out, bottom half of the first inning. Otters looking to take an early 1-0 lead as Cruz stands in, hitting .225 on the season. Gray from the full windup, 0-1 pitch. Off speed on the inside corner as Cruz takes it for strike 2. It's 0-2 on Manny. Long at third, nobody out. Third baseman for the Freedom plays in. The first baseman, the free, plays back. 0-2. Cruz pops it foul down the right field side, out of play. He stays alive, still 0-2.
See, this is the time, Sam, that a batter, let's say Cruz, he should be more interested in putting that ball on the ground to hit it the right side to the second base and bring that one in.
See if he can do it here as he takes outside for ball 1. 1-2, good eye by Manny.
When my brother was the general manager of the Padres, he gave extra credits to batters that did that, and when it came contract time, that meant thousands of dollars more.
1-2 to Cruz. Grounded right back up the middle off the pitcher Gray, charging as the shortstop Wobrock. He fields barehanded, throw not in time as it pulls the first baseman off the bag, and it's an RBI single for Manny Cruz.
Base hit. It's a base hit. I tell you what. What a way, an RBI and a base hit. Way to go.
Wasn't pretty, but he gets the job done for the Otters. He just stuck his bat out on the pitch a few inches off the outside edge. Lucky to hit it off the hip of the pitcher Gray. To ricochet towards the shortstop who could not throw out the speedy Cruz. So back-to-back hits to open up the bottom of the first inning for the Otters and take an early 1-0 lead as Toby Thomas stands in. Gray from the stretch, his first pitch to Thomas is hit in the air to right center field. Center fielder Mercurio has a beat on it as he's over a little bit towards the gap to put it away. And Thomas retired on just one pitch.
Toby hits an awful lot of fly balls to center field, if you noticed.
Yeah, he does. It either means he's probably timing it up pretty well, although he didn't get a really barreled that one up all too well.
Right. It's either a ground ball to short or a fly ball to center.
And the way he's been hitting, at least so far this season, it's been all right for him, but lately he's been struggling a good deal as Jeff Gardner stands in from the left side. Cruz still at first, 1-0 Evansville. Gray checks first, comes home. And a pitch misses outside the Gardner as the Freedom employ a little bit of a modified overshift. Second baseman Brizuela playing in the hole at second base. Shortstop Wobrock playing behind the bag at second as the third baseman Morris is well off the line. 1-0 on Gardner, hitting .269 this season. Gray set above the belt, flips over to first, now throws to first as Cruz is back in with a dive.
Well, as you were saying, Toby has been hitting that much lately, but he is number one in doubles on the team. He's tied for home runs, and he's tied, or he's second with RBIs. He can't ask for too much more.
1-0 pitch. Gardner takes down low for ball 2-0, and that really just goes to show how hot of a start he had to begin the season. Even though he's gone now just 4 for his last 21.
Oh, my goodness, really?
He was hitting over 430 for a good majority of the season. His average has now dropped about 100 points to 349. But that just shows how much on a tear he was to begin this campaign.
And he's still all-star material.
2-0 to Gardner, leaves a fastball upstairs as he's ahead in the count now, 3-0. Cruz at first after his RBI single has the Otters in front 1-0. Now a hitter's count for Jeff, who slugged his third home run of the season over the weekend at Traverse City, had 2 home runs on the road trip, 3-0. Got the green light, but chased the high fastball, 3-1.
You know, I've watched over the years the Otters, how many of the Otter hitters swing on a 3-0, and yet I've yet to see them produce just like that. They go after any pitch, no matter where it is. That was ball 4.
So Gardner still in the at-bat, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled at the plate as it's back to the screen off the catcher. Home plate umpire Dennis Freck make sure he's okay. He is, and the count's now full on Gardner, 3-2.
Why, Sam, does ball players think that on a 3-0 and a 3-1 or 2-0 that the pitcher is going to throw a fastball down the middle? They're automatically conceding and they're swinging before the pitcher ever releases the ball.
So after being up the count 3-0, Gardner has a full count now 3-2. Cruz with a small lead at first as he now extends it another step and a half. See if he'll go. Gray set at the belt. Cruz does run, payoff pitch, swung on and missed, throw down to second will be not in time as Cruz slides feet first. Head of the throw is actually, they said that Gardner did not swing. I thought that the home plate umpire Freck said that he went around on the check swing.
He did. He's out. He's out. He's calling him out now.
Gardner jogged on down to first, but apparently I had my first instinct was right as Gardner strikes out swinging for the second out.
Yeah, I didn't want to say you were right because I thought the same thing. I thought the umpire rang him up, but then when I saw him walk down, I'm saying, I'm wrong too.
Good try by Jeff to at least fake out the umpire, see if he could steal a base. The Cruz swipes second and now bring up Travis Harrison, 2 outs as he takes a first pitch slider just below the knees for strike 1, 0-1.
Didn't somebody write a book, You Can't Steal First Base?
I think somebody probably did. You sure you didn't write it? 0-1 on Harrison. Hitting from the right side, the pitch chases a pitch outside for strike 2, and it's 0-2 on the Otters' third baseman.
Yeah, now that was way out. And what's his name? He's got too many strikeouts.
Harrison, the third baseman, has Cruz at second base with 2 men out. With the Otters in front, 1-0. Now time called at the plate. The pitch comes home, but Harrison had called time before that, so the count stays 0-2. Harrison takes up and away for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Travis hitting .250 so far this season has started to heat up a little bit as of late. 4 for his last 19 as he had been struggling before that.
One of our fans was questioning the same call that we were. He thought it was ball 4, and he came up to ask to get our official opinion.
Would have been interesting if he went on the field and asked the umpire. 1-2 to Harrison. He pops it down the right field line. Ranging towards the corner is Crane, still on the run into foul ground. He makes the catch. So he had a long way to go before putting it away to end of the inning in foul territory in the Otters bullpen. And we'll go to the top half of the second inning. The Otters claim an early lead. It's Evansville 1 and Florence nothing as we go to the second here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So the Otters take a 1-0 lead to the top half of the second inning as they're able to jump in front, especially in a 7-inning game like this. It's nice to get an early lead as Patrick McGuff comes out for the second, retired the side in order to open up the ball game.
Yeah, and our fan that was up here asking a question gave us a good one, or questioned us on one. If the batter had struck out or had walked, but the runner was thrown out stealing second, would the runner be out at second? And the answer is no. It's an automatic walk, therefore he's entitled to second.
Now McGuff's first pitch of the second is a called strike on Andre Mercurio, the center fielder for Florence, hitting from the left side, 271 on the campaign.
You know, just because you sit and watch baseball doesn't mean you know it all.
McGuff into his lines is 0-1 pitch to Mercurio. Just a bit low on the inside half, 1 ball and 1 strike. I've actually seen before, obviously this is lower level games, but batter thinks it's ball 4, so he walks to first. Runner on first thinks it's ball 4, so he walks to second. Umpire calls him back, says nope, that was ball 3, but the runner stays at second because the defense didn't notice.
That's right.
1-1 pitch, Mercurio out in front as he taps it back to the screen, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know what I used to do when I was playing, that was years ago, of course, you know, was hit a ground ball and beat it out. Well, double play situation, and be safe at first. I shouldn't say beat it out. I'd be safe at first. And the runner at second was automatically forced.
1-2 from McGuff. Swung on and missed as Mercurio's out in front of a good slider. McGuff's second punch out of the game, and there's 1 out here in the top of the second.
Well, anyway, let's say my teammate would be arguing out there with the umpire, and I run out and I'd say, you know, I'd Sam, take it easy, Sam, take it easy, Sam. And then after everyone was settled, I'd stay on second. They'd say, get back to first. I'd say, who called timeout? Nobody called time.
It's all about the little things. I actually remember David Cohn played a few years ago, was arguing with an umpire at first with multiple runners on as McGuff goes into his wind, his first pitch to Kayvon Burgess. Foul straight back to the screen, 0-1. David Cohn, close play at first, he was covering the bag, started arguing with the umpire, slammed the ball on the ground, didn't pick it up. Runners at second and third both came around to score while he wasn't looking.
Right. And happens I shouldn't say happens a lot, but things like that happen quite frequently.
The 0-1 is chopped to the hole at short. Harrison falls, but Thomas is over there to pick it up. Throws over to first just in time as he lobbed that one over.
Is Harris okay, though?
As Harrison was going over to field, it looked like he slipped and fell. Came up slowly.
Yeah, he was down on his knee, and then, like you say, well, now he's manicuring the area around third, but, well, maybe he just stayed down because Kobe went behind him to field that ball, so maybe he was avoiding being hit by the throw.
So either way, the Otters get the out on the play. 6-3 goes to bottom as Craig Laprie will now stand in, the first baseman hitting from the left side. First pitch from McGuff. It's outside for ball one. It's 1-0 Evansville, top half of the second inning.
That's the first that Luis has thrown a bad throw back to the pitcher. I'll tell you what, we could talk all day long about the way he throws the ball back to the pitcher, but that's I honestly would make him DH or put him in left field. I'm being honest. If I had anything to say, I'd make Luis an outfielder or a third or the DH.
So the 1-0 pitch is on the inside corner to Laprie. 1 ball and 1 strike. Laprie, limited playing time this season, just 15 at-bats, 3 hits though. One of those 3 hits, a home run, and he's also driven in 3 runs. McGuff kicks and deals the 1-1. Off the hands of Laprie as he skies it in the air to right center. Gardner coming on strong, but it's going to be the center fielder Cullen who puts it away in the shallow right center field gap for the final out. There's 3 up, 3 down for McGuff again here in the second. We'll go to the bottom half of the second frame. It's the Evansville Otters 1 and the Florence Freedom 0. You're listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Radio Network.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Holiday World and Splash and Safari is a combination theme park and water park located in Santa Claus, Indiana, and is now open daily. Learn more on their website at holidayworld.com.
Since 1994, Slays Restoration has been assisting Tri-State residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slays Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slays Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
To the bottom half of the second inning we go. It's 1-0 Otters. And remember, Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So the Otters up 1-0. Carlos Castro makes his season debut for the Otters. Started the season on the DL. A lead off here in the bottom half of the second frame. Carlos coming over from the Atlanta Braves organization and spent 6 years there after signing as a teenager out of the Dominican Republic with the Atlanta franchise. Last year was with the Florida Fire Frogs of the Florida State League A-ball for the Braves organization. Had a very solid year, hit .283. She hits from the right side, first pitch to him, big swing and a miss. It's a mighty hack from Castro, comes up empty, 0-1.
That's the way he swings all the time. I've watched him in spring training. That's exactly the way he cuts, but he does make good contact, I'll tell you that.
The 0-1 pitch misses high and tight, 1-1.
Yeah, he's got good power, he makes good contact, but he does overswing.
Carlos wearing the nice stirrups on this day. The 1-1 pitch, swinging and a miss out in front of a slider that was tailing down and away from him, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And he has one of those arm guards that's, red, white, and blue, whatever it was.
For the Dominican Republic, correct.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
1-2 pitch. Line to third, but right at Morris, who gloves it right at his eyes. That one nearly took off the brim of his cap, but he pulls it down to retire Castro for the first out.
That's the way he was hitting in spring training. It's solid hits, but again, overswinging, but he makes good contact.
Yeah, you could tell his swing there didn't change from the first swing when he swung and missed to when he had 2 strikes on him. It's just the way he is as the first pitch to Brandon Doolin's down and in for ball 1. Otters in front 1-0, bottom of the second, 1 away. Brandon hitting .255 on the season, started to heat up as of late, had a couple of multi-hit games in Traverse City as he ropes one foul down the first base side. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now on Doolin. 1 home run, 8 RBIs for the Otters first baseman. The freedom play him slightly to pull third baseman Morris well off the line. 1-1. Just off the inside corner. Good pitch by Gray, but he couldn't get the call. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I'll agree with you on that. I thought that was strike 2 because it had good velocity and looked like it covered the plate.
2-1 pitch, that pitch almost in the same spot, a little bit lower and a little bit more onto the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, you took the exact words out of my mouth. Same area, only lower, and he called it a strike.
So either way, Doolin now has the count 2-2. Gray into his wind to pitch.
Strike 3.
Off the inside corner this time as Doolin backs out of the way of it.
There's 3 pitches in the same area, 2 balls and 1 strike. I can't believe it. Same area.
So favorable for Doolin as the count now full 3-2. Payoff pitch. Chopped on the ground, foul on the first base side. So I'll go all the way down to the bench for the Otters bullpen, and the count stays 3-2.
Yeah, Boot stays covering first base there, the coach, but he didn't go after it because he was an outfielder. I mean, you know, he made the big show as an outfielder, not as an infielder. Boots was the first manager of this Otters.
Yeah, back in '95.
That's right.
As Doolin swings and misses, goes down on a pitch around his shoe tops as he chases for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Gray, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. I'll bring up Luis Velorio, the 8-hole hitter for the Otters with 2 outs. The Otters in front 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Luis has been hitting the ball well. A little bit of luck, a little bit of hard hit balls as well as he's 5 for his last 17, raising his average to .289 on the season.
Luis has a habit of putting the ball in play but never hitting it solidly.
It's a called strike 1 on the outside corner.
But he's effective in so far as making contact. He bloops it over the infield. He gets a dribbler through the infield.
He foul hits the 0-1 in and out of the mid to the catcher Rinsky, and he's quickly down the count 0-2.
That's why I would make him the designated hitter because, again, he's always on base. He's always making contact. Doesn't have much power, but he does make contact.
0-2 to Velorio. Tried to check his swing, but that one I think got him off the knob of his bat. He has no protest about wanting to go down to first base. So I'm not quite sure if that one got him off the knob or if he thought he swung and it hit him anyways.
Well, you know what I would do if I was he, and I did it many times, I would automatically run the first base. Let the umpire call you back.
Now the 1-2 to Velorio, or 0-2 rather, is foul tip straight off the mask of Rinsky. So he'll take a moment to try and recover.
Rinsky is a graduate of Ramapo College in New Jersey, where my son-in-law went. My son-in-law played second base for Ramapo many, many, many years ago. Because I scouted him at both days. I didn't scout him for my daughter.
So it's still 0-2 on Velorio as he steps out of the box and takes a warm-up hack. Now back in, addresses the pitcher. Bring into his wind, the 0-2 again. Chopped on the ground to the third baseman who slips, falls. Shortstop Wilbrock fields, throws across his body, but it's in time to get Velorio. So we've now seen 2 third basemen slip and fall, and both shortstops have been able to recover for them as Velorio retired 6-3 on the putout. And we're through 2 complete. We'll go to the top half of the third inning. It's the Evansville Otters 1 and the Florence Freedom nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Up to date with the latest news and promotions from the Evansville Otters by visiting EvansvilleOtters.com and subscribing to the Otters e-newsletter by clicking newsletter on the EvansvilleOtters.com homepage. Also, don't forget to follow the Otters on Twitter at EVOOtters, on Instagram at Evansville Otters, and like the Evansville Otters on Facebook. Be sure to use our team hashtag #YouOtterBeHere. You can also download the Otters mobile app for free on the App Store or Google Play by searching Evansville Otters. 2 innings have come and gone, and we go to the third. The Otters in front 1-0 in Game 1 of this doubleheader as Evansville, coming off of a 3-3 road trip, dropped their last 2 of 3 to Traverse City. Now looking to get back on track as McGuff will deal to 7, 8, and 9, Morris, Rinsky, and Wobrock. First pitch of the frame. Saw on the inside corner for a called strike 1 on the left-handed hitting Morris.
Now this is a 7-inning game, and the second one is 7-inning as well. So there's not that many innings to play.
0-1 from McGuff, just a bit down and in as he misses for ball 1.
It's a pretty good breaking pitch. It just, like you say, just a little low and inside. A good pitch.
McGuff kicks and deals the 1-1. Fastball outside corner as he's able to hit his target. He jumps ahead of Morris 1-2. Morris off to a rough start this season, hitting just a .43, 4 for 28. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. McGuff picks up strikeout number 3 here in the third, and there's 1 out in the top half of the third frame.
You know what's so amazing, Sam, is McGuff is not overpowering with the fastball. He doesn't have, you know, what a lot of the pitchers in this league have, a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm going to say maybe 87 is his tops, but it's effective.
We actually saw in Windy City that the pitcher said the Raider are going to have a little bit of juice to it, but McGuff actually on one pitch actually touched 95.
You're not. What kind of gun was it? Accelerated?
First pitch to Ryan Rinsky misses inside for ball 1. He was sitting mostly 89 to 92 most of the day. I asked him about that because his slider was also hitting 85, and he said, you know, my slider's normally 79 to 82 is where it'll stay. He rocks and fires the 1-0, a good pitch at the knees over the heart of the plate. He jumps ahead of Rinsky 1-1.
I can't believe those radar guns, you know, if they're not, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Calibrated?
Calibrated, that's what it was, yeah. If they're not calibrated, they give you a good, wrong reading.
1-1 pitch misses low on Rinsky. So McGuff now back into his wind, the 2-1 offering. Pushes Rinsky just a touch out of the way as McGuff can't get the call. He falls behind 3 balls and 1 strike.
I remember one time a New Jersey scout working for Houston at that time, and I said, oh, he's pitching 86. He said, oh, no, he's pitching 88. I said, no, he's 86.
The 3-1 pitch is wrapped on the ground towards the hole on the left side and through as Harrison trips and falls, trying to go to it. That's now the 3rd time we've seen a third baseman, twice for Harrison and once for Morris on the other side. Slip and fall while ranging to their left, so I gotta think something's up with the dirt over there. The Freedom pick up their first hit of the game, and Rinsky's at first with 1 out for Austin Wobrock.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, when we played Florence in the pre-season exhibition, that Rinsky got quite a few hits as well.
So Rinsky takes his lead off at first as Wobrock stands in from the left side. First pitch from McGuff. Fastball tails outside for ball one. It's 1-0 Evansville, top half of the third inning, 1 out. McGuff has to work from the stretch for the first time. Third baseman Harrison playing just behind the grass at third. Middle infield at double play depth, the 1-0. Off speed, freezes Wobrock. The count moves to 1-1.
Now, I don't know, that was off speed. Now, it had a little dip to it. Now, whether that was a off-speed slider or not, I don't know, but it had a little dip.
McGuff coming set above the belt. Low right kick, the 1-1 is ripped into right field. That's a base hit. Charging is Gardner. And not going around second is Rinsky as he'll hold up there, moving station to station on the Wobrock single. And the Freedom have something cooking now here in the top of the third. Runners at first and second with one away as the lineup turns over for Brandon Pugh.
Well, the ball was hit to right field, and Rinsky, who was going to second base, he got about 15 feet before second. He looked over at the coach on third. The coach had the sign, stay at second. He slowed down. You know, that's the right way to play the game. So many people just automatically cruise into second and stop. You got to look at the coach to find out what to do.
I was a little bit surprised to see Rinsky hold up around second base, actually. That ball was hit hard into right, but it died almost immediately. Yeah. Thanks to probably some of the water from the rains the past couple of days. As McGuff comes set, takes a peek at second. One more look. Now comes home, first pitch to Pugh. Check swing out in front of the plate, but it'll bounce foul. Then hit in the batter's box before dribbling just to the right of Pugh, and it's 0-1.
But you're right, when Rinsky went into, coming into second, that's when the coach on third had his hands up like a big cop, you know, stop there at second. So he never even reached second when he was told stop. So it wasn't he who decided, it was the coach.
So Pugh standing in.
So that, I'm going to say that's the right way to do it. That's why the coach is out there to direct.
1-0 to Pugh. Or 0-1 rather, as this one misses downstairs, and it's 1 ball with 1 strike on Pugh, who fouled out the right fielder Gardner his first time up. Hitting .255 on the season, has good speed out of the leadoff spot, 7 steals. As you said earlier today, you can't steal first base.
No.
1-1. Misses inside as Pugh bends out of the way. It's 2-1.
I don't know if you noticed, but I think McGuff is throwing an awful lot of sliders. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that the great majority of his pitches have been sliders.
Talking to him after his last start, he actually said later in that game he got roughed up for 2 runs in the first 3 innings. After that point, he started throwing mostly sliders, and he said, you know, that's what was working for me. That was my best pitch that day, so why not go to it most of the time? As he looks back to second, you awaiting the 2-1, light kick the pitch. Fastball just a bit down and in as Valorio held it, hoping for the call, but he doesn't get it. And it's 3-1 on Pugh. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Freedom down by 1.
Well, I'm going to say many of the pitches that McGuff has thrown that's been called balls have been low and inside to a left-hand batter, or low and outside to a right-hand batter, but all within the inches of being a strike. So he's got good
McGuff's 3-1, runners go as it's fouled back to the screen. Aggressive move by Dennis Pelfrey, the third base coach and manager for the Freedom, sending the runners on the 3-1 pitch. But it won't really matter.
This manager plays a very aggressive game, and like I say, double steals an awful lot.
Now, the Freedom actually lead the league in stolen bases with 28 of them. They've only been caught 6 times as well, so a high success rate.
Yeah, I'll say.
We'll see the runners go on 3-2 now. Others infield will have to be aware of that. Pugh digs back into the box. High black socks, taps the plate with his natural green bat, looks out at McGuff. McGuff back at him. As he comes to the high set. Inside move to second just to see if the runners would tip their hand, but they do not.
The runner on first, he was stationary. I mean, he didn't give any indication no matter what. He just, like, well, what else is new?
So the count is still 3-2 on Pugh, 1 out. McGuff trying to get out of the frame with the Otters still leading by 1. Payoff pitch, runners don't go. And it's grounded back to the screen. Pugh stays alive, 3-2.
I would say this would be a good time for them to go now. He's given, oh, okay. He just gave an indication of when the pitcher lifts the leg to go, I'm assuming. And he got close to the bag so he could tell it to slide or whatever.
So aggressive leads for both runners as McGuff comes set at the letters, looks back to second. Runner on second flinches, now he runs. Pitch home is popped up to shallow center field. Cullen started back, now racing in, still coming on. He will make the diving play as he dives into left center field to make the catch. He started back about 5 steps, came racing in, full extension, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runners stay at first and second.
I tell you what, that was a great play by the center fielder. And even Zach, I think, would appreciate that one. But he really ran hard, made a diving catch, and if you recall now, we did say they were going to be running on that pitch, and they did. And fortunately, it was not a double play.
Yeah, popped up well high enough for both runners to find out where it was and retreat to their bases. Nice. Connor Crane stands in from the right side now and swings at the first pitch, flies it in the air to right center field. As Cullen goes over a few steps into the gap and puts it away, and McGuff works around the jam to throw up another scoreless inning. 2 runners left on base for the Freedom. Will go to the bottom half of the 3rd. It's the Otters 1 and the Freedom nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple. Treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. Follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
A Case of the Blues is your home for blues music in the tri-state, featuring music from local artists like Honey Roy, Dale Niehaus and Bad Mojo, the Bosco France Band, and the Beat Daddies, as well as legends of the blues like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and Muddy Waters. A Case of the Blues is on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., only on your place for blues in the tri-state, 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville, a University of Evansville radio station.
Hey, fans can't make it to Boston Field. The Otters Digital Network, brought to you by Krugmeyer & Kahn, allows you to watch every regular season home game free of charge, no matter where you are. The Otters Digital Network is the streaming home for your hometown team. To view games on the Otters Digital Network or for additional questions, go to EvansvilleOtters.com and click Watch Live. So, Roger McGuff gets a little bit of help from his friends to end the top half of the 3rd inning with the Otters still in front 1-0. The man who made the diving catch, Hunter Cullen, will lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd with Evansville in front 1-0.
It seems like in the sport of baseball, a player out there in defense makes an outstanding play, and ironically, he comes up the next inning.
Now the first pitch to Cullen shows bunt, but takes a called strike. He thought that pitch was a touch low, but it's 0-1 on Hunter, hitting .207 on the season. Has cooled off as of late, 3 for his last 16.
Cullen has great speed, just like Zach did, and I don't know which one is the faster, but I know both. In fact, I brought my watch for that, and I forgot it.
The 0-1, Cullen takes upstairs as he bends back out of the way, and it's 1-1.
I brought my stopwatch to time him, and here I am forgetting. Now I can't get it out of my pocket.
1-1 pitch to Cullen, hitting from the left side. It nearly hits him on the front leg as it skips in for ball 2, a spiked fastball. And it's 2-1. Got the old-fashioned stopwatch.
I know it. These things are worth a fortune.
Third baseman playing even with the bag now. 2-1. Cullen shows bunt, but takes well upstairs for ball 3, 3-1.
This is what they used 60 years ago when you're scouted. And these were expensive. I'll tell you what, these were expensive watches.
So Cohen ahead in the count, 3-1, leading off the bottom of the third inning. Gray into his wind to pitch. Just down and in, Cohen takes for ball 4. He works the leadoff walk. Just what the doctor ordered for the Otters as they get the leadoff base runner to begin the third. More importantly for the Otters as well, that turns the lineup over. Something you love when your 9-hole hitter can get on base anyway, be it walk, hit, whatever. Lineup turns over for Ryan Long, who doubled and scored his first time up, advanced to third on a throwing error by the right fielder Crane. We'll see if Cohen has any ideas of running with nobody out. Third baseman Morris playing just behind the grass at third, middle infield at double play depth. Right on left matchup. First pitch, Cohen does not go, and Long swings and fouls it straight back, 0-1.
We know that Ryan's mother and father are listening, and I'm quite sure that Mom was quite proud of Ryan when he got that. What did we actually give him, a triple or a double?
2-run triple, or in earlier today, a double. They had 2-run triple over the weekend, too.
Okay. But it was double today.
Yep, double and an error. Yep.
Okay, the error, okay.
0-1 pitch inside for ball 1 as the count evens up on Ryan, 1-1. Cohen at first, nobody out, bottom of the third inning with the Otters in front 1-0. Long, 1 home run on the year that came here at home. Solo shot to right as he swings at the 1-1, chops it foul past Boots Day in the first base coach's box.
Now, I stand to be corrected, but I believe that was the day he hit the home run. His mother and father were here. I stand to be corrected on that particular date, but I believe that was when I turned around, they gave me the thumbs up, meaning, hey, great job.
There's been a couple cases of a little bit of a familial boost for players on the Otters. 1-2 to Long, pops it up on the infield. Shortstop Wobrock now going into shallow left field, makes the catch on a little bit of a backhand jump as he throws back to first. Going back and walking. A little bit of a weird play by Wobrock, but he puts it away for the first out. Zach Wells actually in Joliet. First game there, he homered down the left field line. As it turns out, he had about 30 extended family members he didn't even know existed. They were in the stands that game for him. He ended up meeting them after the game and spending some time with them, so a little bit of a cool story for him.
Yeah. It's always nice to have friends in the stands and encourage you.
Now Manny Cruz comes up with a runner at first and 1 out. He takes down and away for ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, well, I can remember 1956 when I was playing here, and this was in batting practice, and I was out there in shortstop, just, fielding ground balls, and someone's yelling in the stands. There was nobody, maybe 10 or 15 people. This was before the gates opened.
1-0 pitch. Cruz tries to check his swing, but he clearly went around, says Dennis Freck behind the plate, and the count's even at 1.
And somebody was yelling my nickname. Again, nobody knew my nickname except, from my hometown. And someone's yelling my nickname, and I'm looking all over. It was one of my old teammates that was stationed in the Army at Fort
Knox?
No, down here in...
1-1 pitch. Cohen runs. Called strike 2. Throw down to second will be in time. As Cohen is caught stealing for the second time this season. Not exactly a great jump, but a better throw by Rinsky as he put that one right on the money. And Cohen retired for the second out and a 1-2 count on Manny Cruz.
Breckenridge, Camp Breckenridge over here in Kentucky. So he was there stationed and he came to see me.
1-2 pitch to Cruz.
Right.
Just off the outside corner.
We got a break on that one.
As Gray thought that was strike 3, you thought it was strike 3. I bet most of the Freedom players did as well, but Cruz catches a break. It's now 2-2, 2 outs, nobody on. Otters in front by 1. Gray from the full windup. The pitch. Full check swing number down the first baseline. Foul. Cruz stays alive.
You're talking about Cully getting thrown out the second time this year, and he has great speed, but, speed doesn't steal bases. It's the jump. If you don't get the jump, I don't care how fast you are, you're going to be thrown out.
2-2 again to Cruz. Fastball high and tight. He's worked the count back full. Actually, the guy that leads the Otters in steals is Travis Harrison. Not exactly a guy you look at and be like, wow, he's got blazing speeds. But the reads he gets on pitchers and the jumps he gets has allowed him to be very successful.
Exactly. If you got 3 or 4 steps before the pitcher releases the ball.
Now the payoff pitch just a little bit down and away. Cruz draws the walk, able to lay off a couple of very close pitches. And the inning will continue for Toby Thomas.
Right. I'm going to say, if you can get 2 or 3 steps before the pitcher releases the ball, you got a great chance of stealing that base.
So Thomas steps in, flew out to center field his first time up on just 1 pitch. Now just 4 for his last 21, still hitting above 340 on the season. Has cooled off considerably as of late. Hitting from the right side, third baseman playing even with the bag as the first baseman LaFree holds on Cruz. First pitch swung on and missed out in front of a breaking ball from Gray. So 1.
He was way out in front. If you remember, some of the best hits that Toby's got has been right down the left field line. So, but he hits too many of the short and the center fly balls. But I'm a fan.
0-1. Fouled straight back, got a hanging slider, but couldn't do anything with it. The count goes to 0-2. That's normally you can tell whether or not a hitter's on. Most hitters will say that, you know, it's not about hitting the pitcher's pitches, it's being able to take the hangers up there and sending those over the wall. If that was a hanger there, Toby unable to do anything with it. 0-2 pitch. Fastball pushes him off the plate and ball 1, 1-2.
There's nothing more I love than have a hanging 3-1 curveball that was up on my eyeballs, and oh, boy did I jump on those.
So he'll be down on the count now here, 1-2. Sure, he'd love a hanging breaker here as Brady comes set. The pitch grounded through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Not a hanging breaker, but a fastball that he ropes into left for a base knock, and the inning continues.
That's where
Gardner.
When he was hot, that's where some of his hits were right between that hole between third and short. But as you say, he leads the team in hitting into double plays. Mostly, I bet the shortstop, the short, the second, the first.
Yep, the 6-4-3 double play, Toby Thomas's arch nemesis. Right. As Toby's actually come out of the game now, Pedro Barrios has come in.
Wonder what that is.
So Toby, who actually took a foul ball off of his front leg over the weekend and stayed in the game, but it looked like it's still been bothering him, comes out. Barrios replaces him. So we'll try and get an update on that. Either way, Toby Thomas out of this ball game. Jeff Gardner stands in and takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. A potential big blow for the Otters now.
Well, I don't know if you've got the same defense out there now, but again, that's something we don't know until the game continues.
0-1 on Gardner. Runners at first and second as he pops it up on the left side. Third baseman Morris giving chase, as is the catcher Rinsky. But it's the third baseman Morris right next to the Freedom dugout to put it away. The Otters leave 2 men aboard here in the frame. We'll go to the top half of the 4th inning. Pedro Barrios into this game for Toby Thomas. And it's the Evansville Otters 1 and the Florence Freedom nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
here on WUEB 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Hi everyone, this is Pat Mitchell-Worley, host of Bill Street Caravan. Join us each Saturday as we bring you the sounds of Memphis, commentary, and music interviews that take you behind the scenes. The show kicks off the All Blues Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. right here on 91.5 WUEB.
We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Otters are in front 1-0 as Travis Harrison leads it all. Harrison, Castro, and Doolin as the Otters look to extend their 1-0 advantage in a pitcher's duel thus far. And we have seen our fair share of base runners. The first pitch to Harrison is a fastball down and away for ball 1.
Well, you know, you mentioned that Florence has been aggressive on the bases where they tried to double steal, and so far, that's a base hit.
Harrison flies one in the air to right center field, but the center fielder Mercurio over to make the catch. It sounded like Travis might have broken his bat actually on that one. As Mercurio over to make the play to retire Harrison for the first out.
I think the wind held that one up a little, looking at that flag.
Wind blowing pretty hard right to left across the diamond right now. Carlos Castro stands in. He lined out to third his first time up. A couple of big hacks with the Dominican DH. Right on right matchup. First pitch. Breaking ball lined the other way and through for a base hit. Little looping liner off the end of the bat. Not exactly sure that's what Castro wanted. It goes the other way for a single, and he's aboard at first for Brandon Doolin.
I think Mr. Castro will end up playing first base the rest of the year, in my opinion. I thought he was the best one in spring training. Now, whatever happened to him, he went on to DL, I don't know, but I thought he was the best in spring training.
And so far, he's looked good. 2 line drives off the bat, 1 hard hit, 1 not so. But 1 for 2 nonetheless as Doolin stands in, swings and misses at the first pitch, and he's down in the count 0-1.
I played with a guy years ago, and he would get 1 for 4, and that night you'd be in front of the hotel after the game and say, "How'd you do tonight?" He'd say, "I got 3 for 4, 3 for 4. I don't remember that. You only got 1. Oh, no."
0-1 pitch shovels the feet of Doolin as it skips in for ball 1. Castro holds on at first.
He'd say, "Yeah, I hit that one against the fence, but if it was caught, yeah, but still was hit hard." And so anything he hit hard, he counted as a base hit. Unbelievable.
Power of positive thinking.
Oh, yeah.
That's especially hard for hitters who fall into a slump to not focus on the negatives and just try and keep at your approach, hitting balls hard. At 1-1 pitch, Doolin swings and misses. Snap throw back to first. Castro in with a slot with a headlong dive.
Well, you know, I used to preach that when I was coaching, and especially coaching hitting. And you always preach, you've got to be a positive. When you go to that plate, you always think you're better than the pitcher. If you think he's better than you, let someone else play.
So Doolin down the count 1-2. Castro at first, 1 away. The pitch. Fastball way upstairs as it sails out of the hand of Gray. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shortstop Will Brock playing just to our left of the second base bag as the second baseman Brizuela in the hole at second. Third baseman Morris off the line and well away from the bag. As Labrie holds on Castro at first, not exactly a threat to run. And the 2-2 pitch to Doolin. able to hold up in time on a pitch down low as it looked like he was about to start his swing, but appeal to second. No swing, says Drew Ashcraft.
He rotated the hips, but he kept the bat back.
It's always one of the most impressive things when you see a hitter do that, the wrist strength it requires to keep your bat from swinging around like that. I've heard of some players ending up breaking their hamate bone trying to hold up so hard that their wrist can't take the pressure. Payoff pitch, Castro runs, and it's ripped into right field for a base hit. Castro around second. He's going to try for third. The relay throw will not come as it's mishandled by the shortstop Wobrock. He couldn't kick the throw cleanly from Crane and right. It's a single for Doolin. First to third goes Castro. The Otters are in business as Luis Velorio steps to the plate with one out.
I tell you what, watching Castro go from first to third, he certainly wouldn't qualify for the Kentucky Derby.
Thankfully, Castro running on the pitch, so he had a bit of an advantage to get there.
Right.
But it surely wasn't exactly pretty, but he gets the job done. He's no Usain Bolt running around the bases, that's for sure.
I tell you.
So Doolin at first after the Rocket single. Castro at third, and in steps Luis Velorio, who grounded out to short his first time up. Third baseman Morris plays just behind the grass. Middle infield at double play depth as Velorio swings and misses on a slider darting away, and it's 0-1. Otters looking to extend their 1-0 advantage as they lead by that one run in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here in game one of a twin bill to 7 innings this ball game. 0-1 pitch. Velorio swings over top another slider and quickly down in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and Luis doesn't strike out much.
Punched out only 2 times this season, actually.
Yeah, and for all the times at bat, he hasn't struck out much.
The Otters have been a little cold with runners in scoring position as of late. Velorio trying to come through here, down in the count 0-2. Gray's pitch. Misses outside as Velorio is leaning, able to hold up 1 ball with 2 strikes. Outfield playing at normal depth. The fly ball, Castro should be able to score, but not exactly a certainty. As Gray comes set above the belt, the leg kick, the 1-2. Skied in the air to shallow right field. This won't get the run home as out goes the second baseman, Brizuela. But the right fielder Crane calls him out. Calls him off, rather, in very shallow right field to make the catch as the throw's cut off coming home. Castro has to remain at third, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, and that would have been suicide, even with a good runner on third. He wasn't hit that far in the outfield. I would say deep second base. And he would have been a dead duck.
It was a good move by the right fielder Crane, actually, to hustle all the way in because he has the momentum coming home towards the plate as well as probably a stronger arm than the second baseman.
Yes. You always yield in that play to the outfielder who's coming in, like you say. He's running toward the bag.
First pitch to Hunter Cohen is fouled straight back over the backstop 0-1. Hunter walked and was caught stealing back in the third inning, but now has a chance to come through with the second run of the game for the Otters. It's runners at first and third, 2 outs.
Made that outstanding play in center.
He has already helped save runs for the Otters. We'll see if he can produce one here. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. Braze 0-1. Ripped down the right field line, curling towards the corner. It will be foul. Had good distance as it one-hopped the right field fence. But Cohen can't keep it there. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Not seen that kind of power displayed by Cohen yet this season. But there, a slider down and in just turned on it. Now the catcher, Rinsky, will go out and chat with Gray, see how they want to attack Cohen there after seeing him out in front of the slider with a little bit of power.
He's got, well, 1 double, and that's it. Of course, how many hits he's got? 6 hits. And 1 is a double.
Yeah, limited plate appearances for Hunter.
Yeah, it's true.
Doolin leads off with first, Castro from third, 0-2 on Cohen. Gray set at the letters. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, tied up by a slider as Cohen chases down and in to end the inning. Otters lead 2 men aboard, will go to the top half of the 5th. It's the Evansville Otters 1 and the Florence Freedom nothing here on WUEB 91.5 FM in the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kierkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kierkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kierkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kierkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kierkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kierkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kierkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kierkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kierkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kierkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kierkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kierkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
And the bottom half of the fourth inning as they had Carlos Castro at third with only one away, but can't push him home, so we go to the fifth. Patrick McGuff back out. He's tossing a gem thus far, no runs through 4 innings, just 3 hits allowed on 4 strikeouts, no walks, as the Otters lead 1-0 here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 will be about 20 minutes after the completion of Game 1.
So you got plenty of time to see Game 2. Come on out. Parking is free. And they're only $6 for the ticket. Hamburgers, hot dogs, and brats are great.
Nothing better to do on a nice Wednesday evening.
Right.
As McGuff gets his sign ready to deal to Mike Morris leading it off. First pitch, shows bunt, but it takes a breaking ball up and away for ball 1, 1-0. Morris struck out swinging his first time up. Morris, Rinsky, and Wobra here in the frame. Right on left matchup, the 1-0 slips out of the hand of McGuff as it flies high and outside. And it's 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, you were on the road when the University of Southern Indiana girls softball team won the national championship. So I don't know if you guys got coverage of that.
No, we didn't, but I heard about it as well, as the 2-0 from McGuff splits the middle 2-1. And in addition, the USI men's baseball team made a miraculous run the Division II College World Series as well before being ousted. McGuff rocks and fires the 2-1. This is down and in, 3 balls and 1 strike to Morris leading off the inning.
Yeah, Evansville is a hotbed for sports, I'll tell you that. Baseball, softball, football, basketball, and especially baseball.
2-1. Our 3-1 rather is just a bit up and away as McGuff can't believe the call. He's bent over at the waist in disgust.
So this is something unusual.
And now Andy McCauley will go out.
This is something unusual. Andy going out.
As Patrick McGuff, I believe, is indicating some kind of injury. Andy had come out of the dugout. That'll be Max Peterson going out to the mound, as will the trainer.
And
McGuff,
the doctor.
McGuff holding his side right now, something with his oblique.
And there's the doc going out. When you see the doc going out, you question what's going on.
At the very least, he's not grabbing anything with his shoulder or his elbow. The 2 main areas of concern always for a pitcher. Either way, an injury not something the Otters wanted to see from Patrick McGuff, as very quickly a couple of arms down in the Otters bullpen will start to do some band work to get their arms loose. Sean Johnson, one of them.
Well, if there is an injury, you know what the rule is. The pitcher's got all day long to warm up.
So McGuff's still talking to the doctor as well as the team trainer. Still trying to figure out if he wants to continue pitching in this game.
Well, he's done an excellent job so far.
Now, the Otters would hate to see him leave this game, especially ending on a note like this.
I got, what, 3 hits and
4 strikeouts,
4
just 1 walk.
Yeah.
As Sean Adler looks like he'll be called upon to come into this ball game in place of McGuff. So Sean Adler on out of the pen. Patrick McGuff leaves this game with an injury. After 4+ innings, gives up 3 hits, the 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runner at first. Sean Adler on into the game. We'll take a quick break and be back after Sean's done warming up. You're listening to Evansville Otters Baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We're proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
So Sean Adler into this game in place of Patrick McGuff, who leaves with a left side. We'll call it an oblique injury, but we don't want to speculate too much as we don't have the answers to that. But McGuff, either way, out of this ball game. He was pitching stellar before the injury. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Leaves the game after 4+ innings as he allowed the first batter here in the top of the 5th to reach base. So he's responsible for the runner at first. It's Morris.
Well, what I liked about McDuff so far, I mean, hopefully it's not serious, but he had great command of his pitches. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, but 3 hits. But the thing was, he was around the plate consistently. There was no wild pitches, high, lows in the dirt. Everything was around that plate. So he had great command.
And coming into the game for McDuff will be Sean Adler. Sean had a heroic performance out of the bullpen back on Sunday. He pitched 3 innings, only giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and striking out 3. He ended up pitching the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings for the Otters back on Sunday. And actually in that 7th inning that he pitched, ended up having a 3-pitch inning, an extremely unconventional one. So he got the first batter to ground out before giving up a single, and then on the very next pitch, a line drive double play entered the frame, which allowed Sean to go multiple innings, his best outing of the season. So he'll come on for his 7th game of the season. 7 1/3 innings for the Southpaw, 2.45 ERA, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 5 hits. So he's been very effective out of the bullpen for the former USC Trojan and NC State Wolfpack member. 6'2", 205 from Raleigh, North Carolina. So he'll take his time warming up. He has as much time as he needs, thanks to the McGuff injury. So we'll do a quick recap of this game right now. It's 1-0 Evansville. Unfortunately, not a whole lot to recap. The Otters scored 1 in the bottom half of the first inning after the first 2 hitters, and since then we've seen nothing but zeros. Otters have had some scoring chances, but have come up empty. Florence has left some runners on base as well. Right now, just 1 run to show here in the first game of this doubleheader. Remember, Game 2 will come just after the completion of Game 1, about 20 minutes after, and Sean Adler will take his last warm-up pitch as he's ready to go. Obviously, Bill, in your experience, you weren't a pitcher as a player, but somebody who spent obviously a lot of time around pitchers and evaluating them. How hard really is it to come into a game cold like Sean, warm up in a matter of minutes, and jump right in like this?
It depends upon the person's character. Put it that way. Some people are killers. In other words, give me the ball, I want to pitch. Others are very timid. So it all depends on what the makeup of Adler is. I don't know. Some love this situation.
So we'll see how Sean responds. Runner at first, nobody out. As Rinsky stands in from the right side, he shows bunt on the first pitch, but kicks a called strike one. As Adler finds the corner for his first pitch of the game, it's no balls and 1 strike.
I played with a guy named George Edwards that if you gave him the ball and gave him a 10-run lead, he'd blow it. Bring him into a situation like this with the bases loaded, no outs, and he'd strike the side out.
People always find a way. Adler nearly balks coming set, but able to finish that off cleanly as he fires down and in on a slider. Good block by Vilorio, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, George hated to have a lead. He would always give the team a chance so he could pitch in a crucial situation.
Too much pressure.
Yes.
Of course, the most famous incident of a player coming into a ball game after not being warm at all as Adler looks over at first. 1-1 pitch nearly hits Rinsky on the inside fastball. 2-1. I forget the name of the player. Back when Babe Ruth was still a pitcher, first batter he faced walked him. Was unhappy with the umpire's decision-making behind the plate, so Babe Ruth does what Babe Ruth does and fires a left hook at the umpire, punches him, gets ejected from the game. As Adler fires the 2-1 at the belt over the heart of the plate, 2-2 on Rinsky, and the relief pitcher promptly comes in, gets a double play ball, and then retires the next 25 men in order for a no-hitter that he technically did not get full credit for. It was technically a combined no-hitter with Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
And what would have been a perfect game. 2-2. Hit high in the air down the left field line. The left fielder long into the corner, won't have a play. That one is over the fence and in the stadium concourse. Count remains 2-2 on Rinsky.
I won't beat your story, but I'll give you another story, and that was a catcher from Bluefield. This is back in the Appalachian League. And he was dissatisfied with the umpire's calls. So on this one pitch, he called for a fastball, and he jumped out and ran down to first base.
2-2 pitch, slider down and in. Rinsky takes, and the count now full 3-2.
And the ball came straight back into the umpire's mask, and he threw the catcher out. And the catcher argued, wait a minute, I thought he was going to bunt. So therefore, I was getting a jump on the... But he got his point across. He didn't like the umpire.
Adler set the payoff pitch. Cued off the end of the bat into the netting in front of the Otters dugout as Rinsky stays alive 3-2. Rinsky is 1 for 1 on the day. Singled against McGuff. That was the first hit McGuff allowed. Now Adler on, trying to do some stellar work out of the bullpen. Payoff pitch again. Fastball misses upstairs, and it's a walk for Rinsky. That'll push Morris to second.
I'll tell you, Rinsky, in my opinion, if I recall properly, has been a nuisance to the Otters as far as getting on base. Plus, he's got a pretty good arm. He threw out Cohen.
Yeah, had Cohen caught stealing earlier in this game. 2 quality at-bats for Rinsky, a single and a walk. As now Austin Wobrock will come in and have to imagine he'll be bunting the 9-hole hitter, although he did single his first time up. But a tough left-on-left matchup. Harrison playing well in on the grass at third. First baseman Doolin starting to do the same as well as Cruz at second, shades towards first. Adler looks back to second. First pitch, Wobrock shows bunt, but takes down low for ball 1. So a big moment here in this ball game if Wobrock either get a board or get a bunt down. But runners at second and third with possibly 1 or no outs. The top of the order due up. Adler coming in out of the pen cold after the McGuff injury, the 1-0. Fastball outside corner. Wobrock pulls the bunt back. It's 1-1.
Didn't I, when you were broadcasting the game, I don't know where it was, but I think it was Tobing, and it was a bunt situation, and he jabbed at it, if I'm not mistaken, I heard him say. And that's one of the biggest problems bunters have is they jab at the ball. Let the ball hit the bat.
Adler set the 1-1. Wobrock gets the bunt down to Doolin, who thinks about third, but now lobs just back to first to get Wobrock as Doolin was crashing hard. Thought for a split second about maybe trying to get the lead runner. The Morris safely into third. Up to second goes Rinsky, and with 1 out, Florence have the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second. The top of the order, and Brandon Pugh.
I'll tell you what, those runners, especially the guy on third, but the guy that's on third now, Rinsky, I'll tell you what, he was halfway to third before the bunt was put down.
That's almost always one of the biggest parts.
Yeah, If he missed it, it could have been thrown out at third.
So in steps Pugh, hitting from the left side. Otters play their middle infield back, corners in. First pitch slider sweeps across the plate outside, 1-0.
This is the RBI. Gentlemen, this is the guy leads the
No, that would be Venezuela.
Oh, okay.
Pugh, the leadoff hitter, does lead the team in steals with 7, so good speed from the left side of the plate. He takes a called strike 1 ball and 1 strike. The Otters lead 1-0, top half of the 5th inning. Here in game 1 of this doubleheader against the Florence Freedom. Sean Adler on the mound in relief of the injured Patrick McGuff. McGuff's last hitter, he faced the board at third now, representing the tying run. Adler comes set just above the belt. Short leg kick, the 1-1. Tapped foul back to the Otters dugout. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, you're wishing Adler does a good job because if the runner on third scores, that eliminates him from the decision. He won't win, he won't lose, but he pitched a wonderful game. He deserves to win.
McGuff has 3 victories on the season in as many starts. He's been phenomenal this year. The 1-2. Slider well outside, stabbed at by Velorio to keep it in front. And the count's 2-2 on Pugh.
Now, here's a question, though. In order to get a win, you got to go 5 innings.
Correct. Here it's only 7. And I'm pretty sure when they just play 7, they shorten that to 3 innings, I believe. 3 or 4. I'm not certain.
I'm not either, so I won't argue it.
2-2 to Pugh. Just outside and down as Adler tried for the corner, couldn't get it. The tight slider just misses. Count full 3-2. Pugh just 1 RBI on the season. Has 2 ducks on the pond here.
Oh, we need a strikeout in this one.
On deck, Connor Crane, he's 0 for 2. Adler ready, rocks and fires the payoff pitch. Bounce down the first baseline, foul, tie the first base coach Brian White.
Who made an attempt to get the ball, but yet was not within that range.
Always found it interesting. Obviously, this is my first year in the Frontier League. Frontier League coaches, unlike the majority of minor league baseball and major league baseball, don't wear the batting helmets.
That's right. That's true.
Just a little bit strange for how ubiquitous it now is across the league. Payoff pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3 as Velorio was crossed up just a little bit, but able to squeeze it on the outside corner. And now Pugh has a few words with the home plate umpire. He tells him to stick it in his back pocket and go back to the dugout. A big strikeout for Adler as with 2 away. That'll now bring up Connor Crane for Florence.
Well, I don't think Mr. Pugh has an argument. If he was called out, Sam, but if you notice, he was walking to first base before the ball even crossed home plate. He conceded it was a ball. Therefore, he can't argue. He don't know where the pitch was.
So Connor Crane stands in. Runners at second and third. Freedom down by 1. Evansville trying to hold on to their 1-run lead. First pitch to Crane, straight back to the screen, and it's 0-1.
I always hate that when the guy's got a 3-2 count and he automatically drops the bat and starts walking to first, and the umpire yells strike 3, and they argue. They can't argue. They weren't at home plate when the pitch was thrown.
Crane 0 for 2, strikeout in the first, flew up to center in the third. Sadler's ahead in the count on him, 0-1. The pitch broke foul on the third base side. Crane way out in front, and it's 0-2 quickly.
Now there's a rule in baseball. Don't throw the ball down the middle on an 0-2 count. It's a waste pitch or a fishing exposition. Throw it high, throw it low, let him go after it, but don't throw it down the middle.
We'll see where Adler wants to go with this one. Velorio calls for it down. It is in the dirt. Blocked by Velorio as Crane lays off 1-2. Sean with that wicked frisbee slider, very effective against lefties. Harder to make it work against righties since they can see it out in the hand the whole way. You gotta finish it with a pitch on the back foot and hope they swing over it. But it's a very tough pitch to control the righties. See what Sean wants to go to here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners aboard. Otters in front by 1 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch. Fastball off the thumbs, popped into shallow center field. Barrios out, but it's the second baseman Cruz out in shallow center field to make the catch. As Sean Adler does some magic out of the bullpen, works around A second and third one-out situation to keep the Otters in front 1-0. We'll go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. It's the Evansville Otters 1 and the Florence Freedom 0. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
So we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning with Evansville still leading 1-0 after a nice pitching job by Sean Adler, able to work around some jam and come in relief. Patrick McGuff, who had to leave the game with an injury, so Adler forced to come on not being warm as Ryan Long will lead off the bottom of the fifth inning and takes a pitch inside from Cody Gray, 1-0. Long 1 for 2 on the day. Doubled his first time up before popping out to short. He's way out in front of a 1-0, 1 ball and 1 strike. Otters in front 1-0. Long stands in from the left side. Gray, the righty, kicks and deals. Brushes Long off the plate with a pitch down at his feet as he was showing fun, had to skip out of the way. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ryan's got a good eye. Leads the team in walks, I believe.
Leads the league in walks as well.
Oh, the league. Oh, boy. He had a great year last year with walks, and that's why he's a leadoff hitter.
Gets on base an awful ton. Lead second the team in on-base percentage at .411 as he ropes the 2-1 on a line out to right field, but right at Crane, who has to move just a few steps to his right to retire Long for the first down here in the bottom of the fifth.
But that was a solid contact hit. Well, not hit, but solid contact at bat.
Yeah, can't fault Ryan there. Absolute rope.
Well, if you notice, he doesn't have that long swing. He has a compact swing. And that's why he drills the ball when he does hit it.
So that'll bring up Manny Cruz with 1 out and nobody on. Right on right matchup. First pitch. Fastball down and away for ball 1 on Manny, who's had a solid day thus far. 1 for 1. Infield singled and brought home Long back in the first and then walked in the third. Tried to stay perfect here, the 1-0. Just off the outside flag, and it's ball 2. 2-0 on Cruz.
You know, you're new to Evansville this year, but we've got the Bud Light Lime patio out there, and yet you have yet to see a home run there.
The 2-0. Cruz tried to hit it out there, but fouls it straight back off the catcher's mask, 2-1.
That's one of the nicest things you want to watch when they're watching the Otters play here, is someone hit one in that patio. And you see all of them hustle to grab that ball.
2-1 pitch. Cruz hits it high in the air down the right field line, slicing well out of play. And the count now even on him, 2-2.
There was a time, I don't know, it was last year or the year before, and I said, if the batter hits that ball over that, into the patio, I'll sign it. The batter did hit it, but the person never brought the ball for me to sign.
2-2 pitch. Fastball outside, Cruz lays off. The good eye, he sees the count full, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Otters in front, 1-0. And to steal game one of this doubleheader today, Gray rocks and fires the payoff pitch. Rolled on the ground to third. Waiting on it is Morris, who fields and throws across the diamond to retire Cruz. 5-3 on the putout, and there's 2 away. So for the first time today, that'll bring up Pedro Barrios. Came in to replace the injured Toby Thomas, who was 1 for 2. Barrios getting his first at-bat. He's 0 for on the season. Yet to record a hit, has only reached base once. That was on a walk. Hitting from the right side. First pitch. Fastball down low for ball 1.
You know, I noticed Toby is down on the railing, so he didn't go in the clubhouse to, get attended to.
The 1-0 misses down low on Pedro, 2-0, so that's at least a good sign for the Otters. Maybe he'll be available for game 2. Hopefully it was just a cramp or something like that. 2-0 pitch to Pedro. Taking all the way is a called strike on the outside corner at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Florence down by 1 as the Otters have a 1-0 lead here in game 1 of this twin bill. Gray wheels and deals the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside flat. Good pitch. The count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Jeff Gardner, the cleanup hitter. 2-2 pitch. Liner down the right field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Pedro hustling around first. He's going to try for 2. Right fielder Crane picks it up. Throw into second will be not in time as the shortstop Roadrock could not field the throw when he tagged Pedro. He didn't have the ball. And that's Pedro's first hit here in Evansville. A double to right. He'll be in scoring position for Jeff Gardner.
And I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a play by the right fielder who, Crane, who fielded that ball and turned and twirled and threw a shot to second right on the money. And the shortstop dropped the ball, I guess, on the tag.
Yeah, it looked like the throw had Pedro by a couple of steps.
Oh, I thought he was out, but the Otters got a break.
Now the catcher, Rinsky, will go out to have a conversation on the mound with Gray. Nobody is loosening down in the Florence bullpen, so this is Gray's 2-out jam to get out of.
Well, I wouldn't either. I'm being honest. I wouldn't have anyone warming up. I mean, this is a situation. This guy's pitched beautiful baseball. What is he giving up?
1 run?
Yeah, 1 run. And if it wasn't a base hit deflected off his body, it'd still be playing 0-0.
First pitch to Gardner. Hit hard down the first base line as Bootstay backs up out of the way, and it's still balls and 1 strike on Gardner, and he's way out in front.
You know, this is a game just like the last game you played on the road where it was, 1-1 or going into the 12th inning. Outstanding pitching on both sides.
And the Otters offense, despite being 3rd in the league in scoring, has fallen somewhat quiet as of late. 0-1 pitch. Gardner ropes it down the right field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Barrios is going to score from second. Gardner around first. He'll hold up there as he extends his team lead in RBIs. It's an RBI single. He now has 14 on the season. And the Otters lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th.
So that call at second base turned out to be a big call.
And a good base running by Pedro, knowing with 2 outs, getting in scoring position for an RBI man like Gardner is super important. So he comes through, 2 2-out hits for the Otters, produces their second run, and now Travis Harrison at the plate swings and misses, actually foul tips it into the mid of Rinsky for strike 1. Harrison 0 for 2. Flew out to right and foul ground his first time up before flying out to right center his second time up. 0-1. Fouls it straight back. He had a healthy hack at that one, but can't barreled it up as he's now down to the count 0-2. 2 outs. Gardner at first after his RBI single. Otters lead 2-0. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning of a first game of a doubleheader. This one will be 7 innings, followed by another 7-inning affair. Hopefully after this one is the 0-2 pitch hits Harrison.
In the hat, in the head, in the helmet.
think that one might have gotten off of his hand and then deflected into his helmet, but either way, he gets rocked pretty good.
That's tough when you go down to first base and don't show any indication that you got hit.
As he just pointed out to Boots there, I think that one got him on either the front, his left wrist, or front elbow, or deflecting into his head.
Right.
So he didn't get the full brunt of it. Now another two-out scoring opportunity for Evansville as Carlos Castro steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Line drive out and then a looping liner single. Here in his first game of the season can really make his presence felt. Right on right matchup. Gardner leads from second. Otters in front 2-0. Looking for more here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch. Big swing and a miss as he tried to hit a 5-run home run. Comes up empty. No balls and 1 strike.
When he makes good contact, that ball will go out over that fence easily. Because I've watched him in batting practice, in spring before he got injured. And he's got good power, but again, he overswings. I'll say that.
Gray set, the 0-1. Hit high in the air to center field with pretty good carry. Mercurio going back into the right center field gap. He's able to make the catch just in front of the warning track as Castro hit it well, but nothing to show for it as 2 runners are left aboard for the Otters, but they do score 1. This will go to the top half of the 6th inning. It's the Evansville Otters 2 and the Florence Freedom nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM in the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So we go to the top half of the 6th inning as the first pitch from Sean Adler misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch. This is down and in for ball 2. Adler misses inside on Brizuela, 2-0. Otters lead 2-0 as Adler out for his 2nd inning of work. Rocks and fires. Misses high on Brizuela, 3-0 now. He's fallen behind on the 3-hole hitter for the Freedom, who's 0 for 2 today. Pitch outside as everybody but the home plate umpire was shocked to see that one call the ball. And down to first base goes Brizuela with the leadoff walk. Not exactly what the Otters wanted to open up the top half of the 6th inning with the 2-run lead.
Yeah, because the tying run is coming to the plate. Now, you never want to walk the leadoff batter. Bad enough walking a batter, but the leadoff batter is heresy.
So that'll bring up Andre Mercurio, 0 for 2. He thinks about bunting, but takes a called strike 1, 0-1.
Well, if he was bunting for a base hit, not to move the runner over.
Right, now Harrison will take a few steps in from third. Playing onto the grass now. Brizuela at first as again he shows bunt, but takes outside for ball 1, 1-0. 1-1 rather.
I'm looking at the logic. Why would you move the runner over to second, give out an out when you're losing 2-1? You want to preserve your outs.
I have to imagine Mercurio thinks that he can bunt for a base hit potentially. Left on left matchup, he shows bunt again and takes outside 2-1. Not every day you see a cleanup hitter attempting to bunt on 3 straight pitches. His team's down by 2 with a runner at first, but that's the kind of team Florence is. Not exactly a long ball kind of squad like the Otters are. 2-1, not show bunt, instead fouls it away, 2-2.
I think he was just trying to draw the third baseman and first baseman in to give him more of an open range to throw one past. Yeah. Because the logic is not there. You don't give him an out to draw the runner to second, even if he scores, it's 2-1.
Yeah, Barrio's playing up the middle for the double play, so a wide hole on the left side. 2-2 pitch. Tries to slap it through that hole, but shoots it foul. Count stays 2-2.
But you know, I've been in this game for 60-plus years, and sometimes you see the most ridiculous thing. We had a player that played for the Otters many years ago, and I don't know, he had 40, 50 stolen bases for the year. He'd steal whether you were winning by 13 or losing by 13.
All about the numbers. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Mercurio chases the slider down, and he's down swinging for the first out here in the top half of the 6th, as Brizuela stays anchored at first with Javon Burgess stepping to the plate.
Right, he was an individual player worrying about himself. And I've also seen batters bunt for a base hit with the runner on second and the tying run on third. That's like unbelievable.
Now Burgess swings at the first pitch, bounces it to second. Cruz tries for the tag, falls, does not get the tag, and he won't get it out anywhere. As his throw to first is not in time.
What happened on second? Wait a minute, there's a call that the runner was walking off the base thinking he was tagged.
But nobody got the ball back to second, so Brizuela was able to get back to second base. Now Andy McCauley out to speak with the field umpire, Drew Ashcroft, to say, you know, I think Cruz may have tagged the runner going by. But for right now, Brizuela at second base was a tough play for Cruz, who had to charge on the chopper. He tried to tag him, couldn't get it out anywhere. That was after he tried to tag Brizuela, fell. Tried to throw from his backside to first, could not get Burgess.
That was a base hit, if I'm not mistaken. Did they rule it a base hit? I'm going to say base hit. What do you think?
Oh, why not?
Well, again, there was no error on the plate.
Yeah, so there'll be a single for Burgess. Runners at first and second now for Florence. They have the go-ahead run at the plate. Olorio calls time as he'll go through the signs for the infield. What to do on potential double steal or bunt situation. The free left-handed hitter, 0 for 2 today, 3 for 17 on the season. That does include a home run and 3 RBIs, though. The Otters lead by 2. 2-0 top half of the 6th inning of 7 here in this doubleheader as Yano Cummings gets loose down in the bullpen for the Otters. First pitch to LaBrie has him picking up his back foot out of the way as Adler misses badly, and it's 1-0.
Well, I got to give Cruz credit. He did try to execute a double play on that, but again, unfortunately, I thought he tagged him. I'm being honest. I thought he made the tag.
Adler set above the belt, peaks to second, the 1-0. The slider has the plate at the knees. Adler spins it across for strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'm going to ask you a simple question, Sam. If the runner that's on second now left the bag thinking he was tagged, obviously Cruz tagged him.
1-1 pitch. Slider outside for ball 2, 2-1. You can always tell by how a player reacts. Some players play more honestly than others. And some react naturally, assuming that, you know, everybody else saw that he was tagged. So if that's what he thought, well, who are we to say different? But Brizuela safe at second, 2-1 the pitch. Bounce right back up the middle, should be 2. Barrios fields next to the bag, steps on second for 1, on to first. It's a 6-3 double play as Sean Adler rolls it to get out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's the Evansville Otters 2 and the Florence Freedom nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
91.5 WUEB would like to thank the Boca Lounge for its continued support. The Boca Lounge is located at 1007 Paris Street in downtown Evansville. The Boca Blue Room presents live blues throughout the month on Thursdays at 7 p.m.
The University of Evansville's 9th Annual Honoring Women Veterans Conference is Saturday, June 16th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Ridgeway Center. There'll be informative presentations, a complimentary lunch, and free manicures, facials, massages, prizes, and more. It's a day of fun with fellow women veterans on the UE campus. Register by June 1st for this free event for women, vets, and current military. Go to evansville.edu/Veterans Affairs. Questions? Call Sherry at 812-488-2141.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Prospect Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Holiday World and Splash Safari is a combination theme park and water park located in Santa Claus, Indiana, and is now open daily. Learn more on their website at holidayworld.com.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEB Evansville.
7, 8, and 9 for the Otters as they have their last chance to put up some insurance runs before we go to the 7th. Doolin leading it off against Cody Gray back out for his 6th inning of work as he gets Doolin way out in front on a breaking pitch down low, 0-1. Brandon 1 for 2 today, a strikeout swinging back in the 2nd before singling in the 4th. 0-1 pitch. Ripped to the first baseman, Lafree, who picks it on a hop. Is able to stomach it, take it to the bag himself for the first out. Nice play by Lafree.
That was a hard hit ball. You know, I was just talking to Zane Clodfellow, the PA announcer, and I mentioned that Western Ribeye used to give the steak dinner away to the player of the game. And last night I dined at the Ribeye, Western Ribeye, and the woman, as I was ordered, says, "Oh, I know that voice. You're the one that's on the radio for the Otters." I said, "Hey, the Otters."
Did he get a free steak dinner out of it?
No, that's all he asked for.
As in steps Luis Valorio, swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back, 0-1.
I did say, you know, the others got freebies, and I didn't get a free dinner. I didn't get one last night either. But it was good.
You're lucky they didn't say, "You're that voice on the radio? We're going to make you pay double." 0-1 pitch. Valorio takes upstairs for ball 1-1-1.
It shows one thing, Sam. People are out there listening, and that's what counts. We know the Loans are listening. They're down there in Texas.
Now, Valorio calls time at the plate as Gray was taking a bit too long to come home. Kind of impressive by Gray. This whole time, Valorio's been moving in and out of the box. He hasn't moved a muscle on the mound before going into his wide now. The 1-1. Paints the black with a fastball. 1-2 on Valorio. Got to say, Gray has really settled into a groove after allowing that run last inning. But other than that, just the one run in the first. He's pitched a good game. The 1-2 pitch is off the outside corner. Valorio checks his swing. They appeal to first. Did not go around. So they count now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No, I didn't think he broke his wrist, but I thought that might have been called a strike on the location.
Yeah, slider just off the outside edge. Very close pitch. Valorio twists his back around, trying to get loose before stepping back in. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Just a fastball down and away. He's down on strike swinging. Just the 4th punch out of the game for Cody Gray. Is 1 out away from a potential complete game. The Otters can hold on to the top half of the 7th.
You know, if Luis Valorio has one weakness, it's that low outside pitch he goes after. Other than that, he's got a pretty good concentration at the bat.
So up comes Hunter Cohen, 0 for 1. Walked his first time up before striking out to end the 4th. Right on left matchup. First pitch, Cohen shows bunt, but takes inside 1-0.
You You know, Hunter, almost every game I've watched attempts to bunt at least once during a game.
I can't actually remember a time he put one down. I feel like he tends to take most of them, which is fine because most of them end up being balls. The 1-0 pitch is upstairs for ball 2. Did not show bunt that time. Just a nice little weapon in the back pocket for Hunter. It's ahead in the count 2-0, 2 outs, bottom half of the 6th inning. The Otters in front 2-0. The wind in the pitch. Ripped down the first base line on a line. One hopped into the Otters bullpen. Well, now 2 balls, 1 strike.
When you're a left-hand hitter, you got good speed, and you can practice and manufacture good base hits with bunts. You draw that third base, and then you leave yourself a big open spot to slap on the left.
2-1 pitch. Rolled on the ground to the first baseman, who blocks it with his stomach before picking it up from his knees. Takes it to the bag himself to retire Cohen as Labrie makes the play. And the inning is over. Otters 3 outs away from a Game 1 victory. As on comes Mitchell Aker, the Otters closer. Will try to shut the door in this one. As we go to the 7th, it's the Evansville Otters 2. And the Florence Freedom nothing. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the top half of the 7th we go as Mitchell Aker comes on to try and shut the door for the Otters in this one. Evansville 3 outs away from a combined shutout here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. They now lead the Florence Freedom 2-0. You gotta talk about the pitching for the Otters today. It's been absolutely stellar. Patrick McGuff, until he left with an injury, had thrown 4 innings of shutout ball. Sean Adler comes in out of the pen in a tough spot, able to buckle in, gives up just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. He doesn't allow a run in 2 innings, and now it's up to Mitchell Aker, who has yet to allow an earned run this season. He's 0-1. This been married. He's not pitched in a little bit, just over a week. Last pitch May 22nd at Windy City when he pitched 1 inning.
You know, over the years, the Otters have been very fortunate to have a good closer. And
it's a nice little luxury to have. It's when you're winning close ball games that makes it easy. Mitch leads the league in saves with 5, has not blown 1. So at the bottom third of the order for Florence, the Otters up 2-0. Mike Morris, Ryan Rinstein, Austin Wobrock. Aker from the full line, his pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner as he pops the mitt to begin the top half of the 7th inning. Remember, fans, Game 2 of this ball game will be just about 20 minutes after the completion of game number 1.
just enough time to run down the refreshment stand, get yourself a good draught, and
0-1 pitch, bunted foul on the third base line by Morris as he tried to drag it with him. but deflects it foul, and he's quickly down to the count 0-2.
Enjoy it on the concourse with a nice refreshing drink, and then take your seat for the second game.
Beautiful day at the ballpark as well. Clear skies, sun overhead, lights just starting to turn on here at Bosse Field. Just past 7 o'clock now. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside as Aker tried for the corner and missed. And it's 1-2. Morris 0 for 1 today. Walked back in the fifth. Also struck out in the third. He was the last batter Patrick McGuff faced before leaving with injury. Here comes the 1-2 from Aker. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase a changeup way out in front. Aker retires his first man out of the bullpen. Otters now 2 outs away from a victory here in game 1.
You know, 60-something years ago, 7:30 was the starting time for the game that night.
For the Otters, look to be so impressive should they hold on to this game, as they'll have avoided losing back-to-back games once again. They have not done that on the season. They have refused to have a losing streak. Aker's first pitch to the next hitter, Ryan Rinsky, misses down low for ball 1.
Who has been a menace to the Otters spring training games and
now here today.
Season.
Yeah, 1 for 1 today, yet to be retired. He looks at a first pitch that splits the middle for strike 1, 1-1. Rinsky 1 for 1, as I mentioned. Singled in the third before walking in the fifth. Actually been struggling coming into this game, was over his last 9.
Really?
But just loves playing here at Bosse Field against these Otters. 1-1. Changeup just misses inside. Valorio squeezed it and held it for the home plate umpire, but no call, and it's 2-1.
Well, wait until you see a catcher that comes into play here, one of the visiting teams.
2-1 pitch. Fastball just a touch above the belt, misses outside, and Aker in danger of bringing the tying run to the plate. Good, he failed to retire. Rinsky on deck, Austin Wobrock. 3-1 count, 1 out, top half of the 7th inning. Otters 2 outs away from a Game 1 victory in this doubleheader. Aker into the wind, the pitch. Fastball pops the mitt on the outside edge. Aker pushes the count to full, 3-2.
Here you can see this catcher from River City, Jello. I call him Jello. And I'll tell you what, he was a catcher here with the Otters at one time, and he just rips the ball apart when he plays there in Bosse Field.
Payoff pitch. Cut on and missed. Aker blows the fastball by Rinsky as he does a little chest pound after it. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 7th, and the Otters are 1 out away from a Game 1 victory.
Rinsky was waiting for the 6 o'clock bus, but the 5:15 came through.
Well late on that one.
Yeah.
Aker blows smoke by him. Mitch can get it up there when he wants to. As he started back in college, but in an interview with him, he said, you know, I really enjoy closing. I just love being able to put it all out there on the line and go full throttle. Really fits the persona well as he'll deal to Austin Wobrock, the final hope in the game for Florence, hitting from the left side. The first pitch is a fastball down and in for ball 1, 1-0.
Well, that's what you asked me a question earlier, and I referred to the killer instinct, and that's what you're referring to. That this gentleman has. He loves to challenge, to come in and close the door.
The 1-0 pitch is right down Broadway for strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Should the Otters hold on to this one, Patrick McGuff would be your winner, his 4th of the season.
Oh, he is going to get the win?
I believe so.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll have to ask the deputy commissioner that's here tonight.
The 1-1 pitch is fouled away down the left side. 1-2. Florence down to their final strike.
Well, it's the deputy's ruling that stands, and he can always make history, too.
So it's 1-2 on Wobrock, as Gray would be the tough luck loser for Florence. Aker 1 out away from picking up his 6th save. The 1-2. Fastball up and away as he tried to put a little extra something behind it. Lets it get away from him. The count now 2-2 on Wobrock. 1 for 2 on the day. Single also laid down the sacrifice bunt. Aker winds and fires the 2-2. Swung on and missed as the bat goes flying down the first base line. Aker strikes up the side to end the ball game here in the top of the 7th as Wobrock loses the handle on it. And the Otters claim a 2-0 victory here in Game 1 of the doubleheader against the Florence Freedom.
And the bat went farther than the ball.
Well farther, up down the first base line. Swobrock strikes out to end the game. As we'll put a wrap on this one, the Evansville Otters 2, the Florence Freedom nothing here in game number 1. What impressed you the most for this victory for the Otters?
What impressed me the most was the pitching. I'll be honest, the pitching, the hitting was all right, but I mean, you had 3 pitchers that come in that shut the door on these guys. And 8 strikeouts. I got recorded 1, 2, 3 walks and 8 strikeouts.
Yeah, no runs, just 4 hits as well. The Otters pitching staff just superb today.
I think the most important thing was they all had command and control of all their pitches, and that was the secret of their success.
And when we come back for game 2, Randy Wynn will grab the ball for Evansville, making his second start of the season, as he was inserted into the rotation after Nathan Forrest was released. So Wynn getting a second start and originally worked out of the bullpen, struggled in his first start against Windy City. 4 innings, ended up giving up 5 runs, 4 earned. But they'll try and come back today and produce a solid outing as the Otters look for the sweep of the doubleheader, as they're now 9-7 on the season. Florence falling to 8-8. Otters just a game and a half back of first. So look to get within a game for the victory here in game number 2. We'll send you back to normal programming now. We'll be back with the short game in just a little bit. First pitch will be in about 20 to 25 minutes, so be sure to stay with us. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.